thing about this swarm, it's in a Christmas tree farm, Wells Christmas Tree Farm here in Norman, Oklahoma. The other cool thing about these bees is these bees are going to go into our Veterans First Responder program. So these bees are going to be managed by some veterans who are in the program learning about beekeeping, as well as these bees are going to stay within the city of Norman. We have a contract with the city of Norman to keep bees in Norman. So what we're going to do is we've got a special bee vac that we are going to get up here and start from the very bottom of this swarm. Somewhere in there is a queen. We're going to start from the bottom and safely vac those honeybees into this bee vac, and then we will take them back to the apiary where we will place them in a hive box, and we'll give them some sugar water to help them establish comb in that new hive box. There will be some comb frames already, drawn comb, and we'll get these bees on their way to a strong, healthy hive. So we use a special vac, which there are a number of types that you can do homemade or you can buy commercial. But the key is two factors. One, the flow of the suction. You want to manage that, and the fact that they are not sucked into the actual breather of the vacuum, that there's a cavity before that. So those are the two main factors that you want to think about when you're going to vac up honeybees. But we've got this one just about backed up. We're going to let those flying foragers settle back down. They smell the pheromone of the queen on that branch. She could still be there, but anyway, we're going to let them cluster back up just a little bit and back the rest of those up into this container. Another thing that you want to be careful with when vacuuming bees is temperature. The hotter it gets, you want to make sure that you don't vac too many bees in one container, and that you get those bees out of that container into their hive box so that they can regulate temperature and not be all on top of each other, because bees will begin to sweat, and when they get in that stage, you're probably going to lose a lot of bees. So try to avoid the bees being packed one on top of the other. Give them something, whether it's a homemade one, put some frames in there. This one actually has some chicken wire wrapped around the inside, allows these bees to go from the bottom here and make their way up. When we get to the apiary, they'll be up on the top. When I get done here, the actual vac part comes off, and there's a screen between the vac and the actual bees, and it allows me to give them more ventilation in the travel. So you can see some more bees are kind of starting to cluster up there on the branch. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. One thing I want to show you from the beekeeper side, when you're working and looking up, notice my nose is touching the screen, my chin, possibly my ears on the side. Those are the areas that you really want to keep that veil out front. But when you do look up, it goes back. So just know that as long as it's back like this, you think you're protected, but bam, hits you right on the nose. You always want to double check when you install a swarm that your queen is not on the outside. So you can see a lot of these bees, once we shook that vac bucket into the hive box, we still have a lot of bees outside. And I just want to make sure that the queen is not out here and not on the inside. So we're going to look through this, verify that there is no queen in this ball of bees right here, help them to find the entrance and get inside, and we'll be good to go. Again, checking on this in about 1 to 2 days. Now we've got these bees rehived, and we will put a little internal upper feeder sugar water in there, get them to draw comb on some of the frames that don't have comb. Some of the frames do have comb. You want to make their home as easy to move into as possible. So we're going to get that set up, and we're going to check on this in 1 to 2 days just to see if they're drawing comb, if the queen is laying in some of the drawn comb already, just to kind of monitor. I did put a entrance reducer on the front. I'll show you that right here. So we do have an entrance reducer on the front. We'll see in a couple days if our swarm has taken to the new hive.